Welcome to Tarot Tuesday, where I go live every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. Sorry, camera setup's a little weird. Hey, it is Tuesday. Absolutely, isn't it? Yeah, let me check. It feels like, I feel like a year has gone by. To me, it feels like there's so much going on. So, hey, Amanda, nice to see you. Hey, Ken, nice to see you. Hey, everybody. Just going to do a quick look at the chat. All right, so a lot's been going on. And we have a lot of questions that were submitted tonight. So we're also going to do final call a little early. So this is going to be one of those moments where I think probably around, hey, Sherry, nice to see you. Hey, New York is here. All right, I love it. Hi, everybody from Maryland. I love it. Where is everybody from? You guys know I'm getting ready to travel, and the East Coast up in the Northwest. That's where I want to go. Or I'm sorry, the Northeast. Definitely going to hit Canada, and oh my God, I cannot wait. And oh, I think that was, did I say England? That went so fast. I'm not sure. That's it. I am definitely, hey, Suzanne, definitely coming up to Canada. Oh my God, I can't wait. This time I'm doing the East Coast, and then next I'm doing the West Coast. You guys know I'm from California. I'm from San Diego. So definitely going up there. Oh my God, I love it. I love the weather. I hate the heat. So for me, I mean, I'm like in heaven there. All right, so welcome everybody again. Let us know where you're calling from, or want to do final call at, I don't know what the standard time it's going to be. Let's say 7:30, 7:40 Eastern time. I can't do it in my head. I always have to look at my phone. So that's something that's coming in. All right. So again, welcome to Tarot Tuesday, where I go live every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. It's a lot of fun if you've never been here before. People submit their questions in advance through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and Cash App, or they do it live through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, Cash App, and SuperChat, because only when it's live, SuperChat's available. Please note that there is a price difference for the SuperChat because YouTube takes 40%. So that's just going to be one of those things that are coming in. And my name, if you don't know who I am, my name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. I read and feel into the energies of the cards. You can read more about me on my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Link is in the description below. And if you're not sure, moderators can also help you out if you're in the chat. You can go ahead and take advantage of the sale that's going on if you'd like to book a reading with me or any of the other services. And I have 3 new services that I put up there for people. A lot of people have been asking for this, so I decided to go ahead and offer this on the site. And that is going to be, people want 1 question, or just 2 questions, or 3 questions answered. So this is a brand new offering. So it's 1 question, and it's email only. You don't get a one-on-one with me. That's going to be for a 30-minute and a 60-minute session. I did bring the 30-minute back because so many people were asking for that, because that's in their budget. So I went ahead and offered that. But this new offering is going to be, if you have a quick question, you want to go ahead and email me your question, and then I will email you a response several days later. So that's something that a lot of people are excited about. So anyways, look for that. Go check it out under book a session, and you can read more about the new offerings that are there. But I did bring back the 30-minute session. I'm going to make a separate video on it to go ahead and post on the site, because I know this is for Tarot Tuesday and not everybody watches the live, but that's something that's now going to be available. So what else do we have? If you go on my website, you can also sign up for the free newsletter. That way you will get notifications like that, and you'll see the new services that are coming out. Newsletter is going to be coming out about it soon. You can also, again, book a personal reading, missing person consultation, if that's something you're interested in, where I use my psychic abilities to find a missing loved one for you or a friend or whoever has that missing person. That is a wonderful service. I've done it several times, and I've done it twice recently in the last couple of weeks. So there is an uptick in people missing. Not sure if it also has something to do with the Epstein files, but that is something that we're definitely seeing more and more of. Also, you can go to my learning center on my website, There, you can read more about the Manifestation Masterclass, the online tarot masterclass, which will be coming late spring. I usually teach that live. I'm going to have it set up eventually for evergreen, so you can take it whenever you want, but I normally teach that live. And I also do private lessons in intuition development, one-on-one tarot lessons, raising your vibration, and on manifestation. All right, so what else to tell you? I am on YouTube, a little bit on Rumble and TikTok. That's going to change because I'm going to have someone do that for me because I'm not good about uploading to all the different sites. It's a bit much. But I do the Zodiac readings, the daily tarot readings, Tarot Tuesday right here where you're live, and I do the occasional interview. Excuse me. Let me have some tea really quick. Got this great pine needle tea. Oh my God, it's so lovely. Canada, right here. Canada in a cup. Lovely. Okay, so you can also join the membership on the channel. And that's where you're going to see the monthly videos, and you get to vote on topics. And I'm actually going to be making several tomorrow. So, because I got behind in them. And that's another story for another video that I'm going to be interviewed on to give you guys some information on why that is. So that's something that's definitely coming. What else? And if you become a member, you have the opportunity, if you're here during the live, and we do the member shout out, which means you just say something in the chat, hi, I'm here, or, you know, whatever you're going to say, and your name goes in this bowl. And then we just go ahead, and if I pull a name out, this would be it. So Dawn would get a question. Even if you asked a question, this would be a second question for you. And so anyone that's a member, your name goes right in here. And if you sign up tonight, your name goes in here tonight. Okay. So that's one thing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I go live next time. And at the end of today's show, for everyone watching live, in the replay, or whenever this video finds you, I'm going to do a general reading for the collective. So that's something that's definitely coming in. All right. So what else to tell you? Let's see. We're getting ready to go into this. So again, a special thank you to all the new subscribers and returning subscribers. You guys really make this channel, and it's been a lot of fun. And remember, we just went over that 100,000 mark. So thank you so much. It is just an awesome community, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So next target, I'm hoping we can hit that 500K, and that's going to be phenomenal. Serious, this is just a powerful community, and we put all of our energy together into like this soul tribe energy. We just like seem to raise the vibration that's coming up on this earth. Plus, a lot of really cool people. It's lovely to have that support and interaction, because we're going to start to see some really crazy shit go down this year. I've been saying that for a while, and look, the Epstein files, and that's nothing. Wait till you see what else is coming. I'm just saying, as a psychic, when I see stuff, it looks like it's going to be unbelievable. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to get weirder. It's been weird since, what, the 90s? I'm just saying. But this is really ramping up, so get ready. All right, so here we go. We've got 2 guidelines for every live tarot reading. First one is 1 question per show. That way, it's not one person asking the question. Then it becomes their personal reading. This gives everybody the opportunity to ask a question. The second one is no bad language or topics. We keep it family friendly for YouTube. And that's just because it's a censorship platform. Otherwise, we can talk about anything and everything. If you do have a subject that you want to discuss that is not YouTube friendly, definitely book a session and we can go over it there. So you want to submit your questions before or during the show, and they will be answered live. Again, posting your question and those other platforms. It's a $20 minimum for PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and Stripe. $30 minimum for SuperChat, because YouTube takes 40%. All right, so all that information is in the description of the video if you're looking for the addresses to send your donation. I have a disclaimer before we get going. Hold on. Disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist, and I do not give psychiatric, legal, financial, or medical advice. All right. So let's go ahead, and I just want to let me move this on here. Why is this not moving? Oh my God, don't tell me you froze up. Hold on, let me just see what happens. Okay. Whew. That scared me for a minute. Hi, Ava. I'm going to go right back to your question really quick. Let me answer Linda's first. All right, so Linda says, love your lives and Pisces videos. Flattery gets you everywhere. What does the universe want to tell me today? Okay, Linda, thank you for your question. Let's go ahead and see, what does the universe want to tell Linda today? All right, let me see. Does this help? An extra light? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's see. All right, what does the universe want to tell Linda today? We have the Hermit. We have Four of Pentacles. And we have Three of Wands. Wow, Linda, I love it. So we have the Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. So this is really telling me, Linda, that this is about you spending some alone time and just going within. What is it that you want to do? To me, this is also you healing yourself. I feel you benefit from that alone time right now, that you're recharging your batteries, that you are I just feel like there's something like the word resurrection is coming out. I feel like there's something that you are recovering from. And as soon as you go through this healing process, you're going to be presenting yourself to the world again and what it is that you want to do. But there's something about you healing from something. I think you're holding on to something and it's blocking some change that's coming your way. And that's okay, because you're really thinking about a lot of things right now. So it's I think something that you need to go through so that you can move this and you can start having this change and shift come in. But right now there's something that you're focused on, and so you're just kind of sitting with it. Really interesting energy, because you're getting ready to manifest something in. So the universe is saying, you look at what it is you need to do, look at what it is you need to heal from. And like I said, it said resurrection is the word that came through. What is it that you need to release and really be born again from, right? It's kind of like you're going through maybe a grieving process, and when you come out on the other end, you feel reborn. Like it's the new you, but you had to go through that and get it out of your system. That's kind of the energy that's coming in. But this is you also manifesting your future. When you're done with this process, what is it that you want to do? Because the universe is telling me that it's speeding up. It's time for you to make a move. That's what the universe wants to tell you today, Linda. Thank you for your question. All right, I'm going to go to Linda. Ava. I'm tongue-tied. Here we go. Let me scroll back. Okay. Hi, Ava. All right. Hi, Alison. Love the live Tuesday night show. It's a lot of fun. I love it too. What does the universe want to tell me about my new upgrades? Okay, let's find out. What does the universe want to say about your new upgrades? Oh, this is going to be good stuff. So for that, I'm actually going to switch decks for that one. All right, so let's find out. What does the universe want to tell you about your new upgrades? I'm laughing because it's a new journey. It's the Fool. Hold on. That's part of this energy. Let me do it. All right. Oops. Hold on. I felt a little stuck. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, what does the universe want to tell you about your new upgrades? 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. I'm laughing because it's like, welcome to the family. The 7 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. So about your upgrades, you're right on point. This is you stepping into what it is that you've always wanted. This tells me that you've always wanted it, that you've always felt connected to it, but now you're ready to embrace it. Now you're ready to step into your power and to find other people that are part of your soul tribe for this. You know, and that's what we're all doing. It's this frequency. You're finding people that are like-minded, maybe people that are teachers, people that are students, people that are just on their own path, that are finding their way. This is your psychic abilities, and it's also being a healer. It's a psychic and a healer, and that's what's coming in for you. But you're not alone. This is you being around other people. So maybe it's taking a class or some session like that. Yeah, it's great news. 7 of Cups. This is telling me that there's a lot of options available to you, but nothing is settled yet. So you're not forced into one area. This is you trying a lot of different things and seeing what it is that you like. There might be a lot of things that you haven't discovered yet. Maybe you get your feet wet and you like this, you like that. You tried this, not really for you. Or maybe it was the teacher that wasn't for you, but you like that. So now you find a different teacher and you fall in love with it. Because sometimes a teacher can make or break something for you, right? Think back to math or English. Maybe you loved math and then you got this really horrible teacher and you never wanted to take a math class again, or with English. It's that kind of energy. So find the person that you really resonate with, but that's also a good teacher, because not every person that might be a fantastic person can actually teach. So make sure you're getting someone that is the full package. But this is really telling me that you have a lot of options before you. So really start looking around, investigating, try things out. This is a fun, playful time. This is you, again, clarifying your intention. What is it that you want to do? This is you trying everything out. This is not you manifesting it in yet. This is you, like I say, you can't get what you want till you know what you want. So we know that the psychic and the upgrades are here, but now start trying things. That's what these two cards are working together. Start trying. This is you taking action on it. You have to get out there, see what you like, what you don't like, and hopefully you know the reason behind it. Again, is it the teacher, or is it just something that's just not for you? I have a girlfriend that's also a really good psychic, and she's very high vibing, and she does not like doing medium work. To her, it is just not a direction she wants to go in. She would rather go in another area, and she really kind of draws the line a little bit on that. She just is not comfortable going there. So, you have to do what's right for you. And she's a really good psychic, but that's just not an area she's comfortable in. So it just depends on what it is that you want to do. So, yeah, welcome to the family. I love it, Ava. Yay. All right. So I can't read all the chats, just so you guys know, but I am going to try and look a little bit. Oh, I don't know what that means. Maybe ego death. I'm not sure. Okay, I missed that conversation. Let me scroll ahead. Too many. Hi from Brazil. Hey, how are you? All right. All right. Hey, Bibo, nice to see you. If I'm missing anyone, because I can't see it. All right, so let me turn my fan off. It's getting a little chilly. All right, so here we go. We have the next question. So this is a good time. If anyone's watching, you want to ask a question, this is a great time for you to go ahead and submit your question. If you don't know what to ask, but you want to participate, you can just say something like, what does the universe want to tell me today? Or will I find love this year? Or any question like that. All right, so this one is from Joseph. Hey, Joseph, not sure if you're here watching live, but hi, haven't seen you for a while. Okay, he says, hi, Alison, just got back from Dublin and will use my visa end of May to July. What are the love and career messages from Spirit for this time? A lot is happening for this move. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. I'm going to go back to this other deck. Okay, so I'm going to read that again. What are the love and career messages from Spirit for this time? Okay, so I'm thinking you're talking about May to July. Okay. Let's see. What are the love and career messages? We have 5 of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the 7 of Wands. Okay, so we've got 5 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the 7 of Wands, an ace. So all aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings. And this is the ace of out with the old, in with the new, and a passionate spark, a new beginning. That spark in the imagination and passion. So, but the first card out is the 5 of Pentacles. So we're looking at love and career, and really both are represented by this card. So this is the card of lack. So for the energy of love, there might be a little lacking. For the energy of career, a little lacking. That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, but right now it's the end of February, and we're talking about May and July. A lot can go on by the time May rolls around. So there might be something where somebody, if it's love, maybe someone has pulled back a little bit. another person has come in, and then you have to reestablish that bond again. And it's not just by phone, it's that in-person thing, or it might just be, someone has had something happen to them, right? So this is that moment of lack. Now I'll talk about that in a minute, how to get out of that. So May to July. So we're looking at this card, this Ace of Wands, out with the old, in with the new. This tells me with love and career, honestly, this tells me that there could even be a new person in love. Your career might change slightly in the sense of, maybe you were going to go into one company and it was like you had a job description, job title. Maybe they tweak it a little bit and you move to something slightly different. There could be some wiggle room going on there because this is a new beginning. To me, this is you embracing this May and July move, but there might be a little bit of hiccup or a little bit of roughness in the very beginning. I don't see it staying there. This is you with the Seven of Wands. This is you in your protective bubble. To me, this is you kind of saying, I'm not having that bump in the road. It's not going to dissuade me, and it's not going to get in my way from me really achieving what it is that I desire. So these could be outside influences also. So I just see that, a lot of good things are coming in for you with love and career. But in the very beginning, it might be a little rough. Just ride it out and then watch this new beginning come in. I feel you're protected in this. If you're going to Dublin around those times, be careful that I'm just going to say this because things are getting weird, and I believe July and August are going to be the roughest times. Just be careful there's no civil war. There's a lot of bad things happening in Europe, well, everywhere right now, but in Europe also. So just be careful when you're over there, especially in Dublin. It's everywhere, but especially in Dublin right now. So thank you, Joseph. In fact, I'm just going to see, I'm going to pull an extra card for you. So dealer's choice. I get to do this. It's my show. Okay. Because I'm concerned. So let's just see. Is there the potential for civil unrest at that time in Ireland? We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Justice card, and the Eight of Wands. So I'm just going to say you have the potential of something snapping off pretty fast. This is slow and steady wins the race. What's been going on everywhere in the West has been building for a long time. And there's a lot of justice that's being served, and that's going to be coming around for the people that are the indigenous population. And this is the Eight of Wands, and this is a really fast-moving energy that brings a lot of information in. So it's Wands, so you're looking at action, bold, courageous moves. Something could spark off. So I would just keep your head on a swivel. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I would just think, while you're over there, just be aware of that something could crack off at any time. But I do believe that this works in favor of the Irish people. So, so that being said, just be aware. And remember, there's crazy stuff that's going to be going on all over. I just wanted to pull that for you, Joseph. Thank you for your question. Safe travels. I'm sure we'll see you before then. If you're live when we do the members, sign off so I can put you in the bowl. Okay, so here we go. Next question. This is from David, and he writes, "Hi, Alison. Love the Leo videos. Thank you. Flattery gets you everywhere." Excuse me. "I feel like you are speaking directly to me. Thank you. I booked a reading. Fantastic. I look forward to reading for you. I'm looking for my soul tribe. Will I align with like-minded people this year? Thank you, David." And that's really what we're all doing. Ava, I know you asked that question. Oh, I got the goosebumps. I know you asked that question, but I can't begin. Like, every single person is saying, I'm looking for my soul tribe or increasing my soul tribe. Maybe they've got one person and they're just looking to get more and more and more. And that's this big split that's coming. So many healers are coming online, or people that are just really, really spiritual. So this is for David. Will I align with my Will I align with like-minded people this year? Okay, let's find out. 3 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. You absolutely will. You have been manifesting this in. You're leaving all those people behind that are not resonating. But this is more than just people. You're leaving people, places, things, ideas, and old versions of you. You're leaving you're leaving almost like even events that have happened to you in the past, like they're not triggering you anymore because you've got that 2 of Cups. You're finding your soul tribe. This is a kindred spirit that's coming in. You're also having a truce with yourself. You're not having this internal dialogue or fight. And I think it's because you've become so comfortable in yourself. And when you find people that are very comforting for you because they are like-minded, I think that it allows you to really relax and feel like you're with family. That's huge. David, you are absolutely going to, excuse me. And that tells me also that it's going to happen fast. That 10 of Wands is you really leaving it all behind. You're only taking what resonates with you moving forward. You're leaving all the other baggage behind. I love that for you. That tells me that you're on to your next adventure and you're traveling light. All right, thank you for your question. All right. I think I just got timed out. Yep, so let me log in really quick. All right. Okay, let me just refresh. Okay, what happened there? All right, so there we go. So, okay, thank you, Amanda. All right, here's this for Amanda. So, hi, Alison. Your daily readings are my start to my day, and you are so uplifting and positive for me. Oh, thank you so much. I'm telling you, flattery gets you guys everywhere. Thank you for that. What message do my spirit guides have for me in regards to my life path and what I'll be doing to make a living or impact in the lives of others? I'm torn on direction. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. All right. All right. What about your life path and how you can have an impact on others? We have the High Priestess, we have the Moon, and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got the High Priestess, the Moon, and the 3 of Pentacles. So a lot of intense energy that's under the surface. Okay, this is you really tapped into your intuition and some stuff I don't even think you're aware of that's actually going on in your subconscious mind. But your intuition is here and it is really driving you. It's an excellent time for you to get in touch with what is that mind, body, soul connection up to source. What is that flow that's going on? Now, this is the subconscious mind, but I think when you feel that energy, when you're in that flow, it'll help you direct with the subconscious mind and know when you're in alignment. That's when you'll know when you're in your path. Because to me, this is saying that a lot of stuff is beneath the surface for you. I think that you can see it, but it's a matter of coming up to the surface and stepping out of that emotion, out of the intuition. Now, they're both intuitive, but there comes a point when you step out of that intuition and into action. And I feel like this is you then starting to rise up, follow that light, follow that intuition to the moon. And that's when you're starting to find your path. That's why the traditional card, let me get it, is where that lobster is climbing out of the water. Let me see if I can find it for you. And that lobster is you on your life path. And I think that that's what's coming up. You're having to really climb out of some emotions and really maybe out of some murkiness. Now, I know you're asking me to clarify that for you, but this is telling me that you're needing to see some light. I hope it's not going to be the last card that I pull. I just want to show you because I think it's important for you. Here we go. think it's important for you to see that journey in the traditional card. You're climbing out of that water, and that water is going to be your emotions, love, your intuition, your connection. So it's also the mysteries of the world, because it's the moon card. It could also be fear of the unknown. There's a lot of things that are coming out. So for me, this is, when we're looking at these two cards, same card, different deck. For me, because the imagery that's on this card, it's really talking about you coming up, following that path of enlightenment. The mystery of the unknown is there, but there is some light, and it's you going towards that and going towards your path and getting ready to go on the next adventure. This is when you get up to the surface. This is you, when you get there, stepping over any fears that you have, because I do feel like there's some fear that's coming up a little bit. Let me move these cards over. And when that happens, I think that can be a paralysis that comes in, and that's where the stopping is. So this is one of those moments where you just kind of continue to do things. This is not being stagnant or stuck, or like no isolation or alone time is what I'm getting, because we also have this Three of Pentacles, and this is that classic card of teamwork makes the dream work. So I do feel like this is you trying different things. You know, joining a, you know, if you want to do, what is that? If you want to do charity work, or if you want to do volunteer work, that's the word I was looking for. This is you going and trying different things. I'm telling you, if it doesn't feel right, leave. Don't just keep doing it and hoping that it's going to feel right eventually. That's not what I'm saying. This is one of those moments where you show up, you try something. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, then you leave. Those days are over when you're sacrificing yourself into misery for years on end, into a job you can't stand, or let's say it was a volunteer job that you don't like, or working with people and you don't feel appreciated. Those days are over, I think, for a lot of people. Time is too short, and I don't think people want to waste their lives doing that anymore. But this is telling me you're not doing something alone. You're doing it in the company of other people. And that could mean that, you know, maybe you are going and you're going to be trained in doing something. You know, if you wanted to be an instructor or a counselor, to me, this is you taking those classes either online or in person. And it's you being in a classroom, doing the lab work, having an interaction with an instructor. And then when you're out, then you're continuing to interact with other people. I do see you as interacting with other people, that's the direction you're going in. So that tells me it's not you sitting in isolation, that there has to be, to me, that's movement. When there's other people around, that's movement. That's what's coming in for you. So that tells me, think about what it is that you want to do. And if there's 5 different things, then try a little bit from each one and see what resonates. Because sometimes we think this sounds really good, and then we try it and we're like, nah, not really. You know, I can appreciate that somebody else doing it, but that's not for me. I think this is more for me, and that's you getting out there and actually doing it. That's what's coming in the cards. I hope that makes sense. But there's something about you being around other people, and maybe that's you making the impact, but it's definitely like mingling, being out and about. That's for sure. All right, I hope that helps. Let me see. Hey, the star, nice to see you. Thank you, Bebo. I so appreciate it. I want to make you a moderator. Thank you. If you don't want to be one, let me know and I'll remove it, but I'm going to make you a moderator too. Thank you for that. And I might be going live a second day. I am teaching myself how to bake at the moment, sour bread focaccia. Oh my God, yummy. Right now you like to spend money. Well, it sounds like a yummy investment. Oh my God, how lovely. Yum. I love food. All right. So that's good to know. And you know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe you are going to be making food for people. I'm on Facebook Marketplace and I see people all the time. This one woman makes sourdough and she sells it to people all the time. I think either they pick up from her or she mails it or whatever she does. And she looks like she's really profitable doing that, you know? Yeah, it is. It is. It is paying attention to details with baking. It's different than cooking. That's yummy. I love it. All right. Thanks for your question, Amanda. Okay. So we've got, let me see. Hold on. Let me refresh. These things time me out. All right. All right, so we have the next question is from Carol, and she writes, "Hello, Alison. I'm thinking about moving to Portugal. Can you tell me if this will be a positive move for me and my boyfriend? Thank you, Carol." All right, let's go ahead and find out. Yeah, it is therapeutic. It's yummy. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. So here we go. This is for Carol. So will moving to Portugal be a positive move? Okay. Let's find out. We have the Empress, we have the Devil, and we have the Ace of Swords. So again, yes, Ace showed up. When I ask a yes or no question and I get an Ace, that's a yes for me. However, we have the Empress, we have the Devil, and the Ace of Swords. And this is the Ace of Clarity and of Truth and of Revelations. So I think it's a good move. However, the thing is, this would be like you living your best life. This is you really choosing it. I think you would fall in love with the culture, the people, the food. I think that you would really embrace it. But the problem is there's a lot of things going on in Europe right now. And I think that there's a lot of crime. There's a lot of enrichment going on. There's a lot of things that are creating a destructive element that's going on over there right now is what I'm being shown. And I think that that's something that you would have to be aware of. I think that that's going to come down to you being potentially robbed, pickpocketed, jumped, beaten. I mean, I'm not trying to scare you, but this card is just like, there's an element that's going on there. And it's just, I'm being shown like Europe is being weighed down with filth. And there's going to come a breaking point for that because it can only be weighed down so long. And then a purge is going to come. And I'm just saying, do you want to be there for the purge? Because it's coming. So I just feel like this is the energy of the purge. And I just, it'd be like you trying to live your best life and there's this element that's there and it's going to get purged. Everybody sees it. It's a revelation. Everybody knows it needs to go. So I just feel if you go there, Carol, you just need to be really, really careful and, have an exit strategy if you need to leave that country for if war breaks out or anything like that, be prepared to pull out. I also think that, there's people that are stuck in Mexico right now, Americans that were down there in Puerto Vallarta for a conference that I went to like before COVID, Jeff Berwick's Anarchapulco. That's where like a lot of libertarians go and it's a great conference. And guess what? And David Icke's son is there right now, I think, unless he left the night earlier, the night before, but I don't think he did. So that means he's stuck down there too. I feel bad for all these people, but they shit happens. And so I'm just saying, according to the astrology, and I'm seeing it in the cards, it's coming up. Get prepared. So be careful with where you're going. Have an exit plan because it's a reality. But I think that you would enjoy it for what it is. But again, I mean, like if you have a place in the U.S. and in Portugal, if you keep your home here, I would not take anything that's worth any money to Portugal in case there's civil war and you have to get out with just the clothes on your back, or anything that could potentially get stolen by a pickpocketer because they have horrible problems over there. So I would really think about that as you're going over there. Just food for thought on that positive note. Thank you, Carol, for your question. But you know what? The thing is, I gotta say it like it is. I have to tell you what I'm seeing in the cards. Otherwise, I'm not doing my job. And sometimes it might not be exactly what you want to hear. But I hope that that is what you want to hear, because I hope you want to hear me say what I think looks like the truth. So just be careful. Yep. So just want to say that. Love it. Okay. Yep, it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So again, final call. Oh, so definitely final call. So anyone that's watching, this is an excellent time for you to go ahead and submit your questions, because there's going to come a cutoff. And what else to tell you? So let's go ahead and do the members shout out. So anybody that is a member, definitely say hi or say something in the chat to the moderators. If you're not logged in, go ahead and say hi, log in, and your name's going to go in the bowl. That is only for people that have the paid membership on YouTube. All right. So I'm going to check for names in just a second. In the meantime, while you guys are signing off in the chat, I'm going to answer a question really quick. Okay. All right. Hey, Ava, I love it. Yep. So here we go. Final call. All right. So this next one is, hi, Allison. Your daily message. Hold on. Hi, Allison. Your daily message nailed it today in my life. Thank you. Thank you. My question is, will I meet the love of my life soon? Thank you so much, Alexa. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. All right. I'm actually going to switch to my love deck for that one. All right, let's do that. Or actually, this just called my name. I think we're going to find out right here. This one has a lot to say. All right, here we go. Let me see. All right. Will you meet the love of your life soon? Two of Swords, the Sun card, and the Hanged Man. So we've got Two of Swords, the Sun, and the Hanged Man. Well, I kind of feel like you are, but I feel like you have a commitment problem. You want the love of your life, but then you don't want to make a commitment. It's like you want love, but you're protecting your heart right now. And I feel like that's creating a kind of blockage. You might even have that person in your life right now. This is the Sun card. So this is really telling me that it's one of those moments where you can really step into having the love of your life, but you have to relax a little bit and be a little vulnerable with that person to really open that heart up. And that's key, because a lot of people don't want to get hurt, but if you don't risk anything, you're not going to gain anything. So if you feel like you've found the right person, you're going to have to open up a little bit. It doesn't have to be all at once, but little by little by little by little, and then it gets easier and easier and easier. So I would just say this is one of those moments where I think you've already met that person, but you're creating a blockage, and that's making you indecisive. You're getting cold feet. And it's almost like you have a commitment problem, because the Hanged Man is here. Well, that's saying that you take a time out and a pause and a step back, that you don't move on it. Like, it's almost like if they ask you out, you freeze up. You want love, but then you're afraid of it. So will you meet the love of your life? I really feel like you've already met them and they're right there. I feel like it's your inability to act. So I would think about this and look at the person in your life that you're attracted to and that is around there, that seems to have a lot of patience to wait for you. And I would have that conversation and see if that's right for you. Is it this person or is it that person? But I do feel like they're already in your life. So I would definitely take a look at that. There might even be a childhood trauma that created that. And if that's the case, I would say, and I don't give advice, but it might be that you would benefit from a counselor, going to a therapist and having them help you work through that so that it doesn't become a blockage anymore. And that's just one more thing that's an aspect of yourself that gets healed. right? And you know, again, just like I've been telling everybody tonight, if you choose to see a counselor or therapist and you don't like the first one you go to, that's okay. Keep going until you find someone that you resonate with, and that's the person that's meant for you, that helps you shift through it, right? Because hopefully if they're good, they have these techniques to help you see things for what they are and to break a pattern. All right. Thank you for that, Alexa. But I think you've already got the love of your life in your life. That's the most positive card in the deck. This is telling me, and you're looking right at them. I think you're looking right at them. Wow. Ooh, I love it. Who doesn't want love? All right. Good luck for that. All right. So let's go ahead and do the member shout out. Let me grab the bull. All right. All right, so I've got some blank ones for people that show up. Okay, so let me see. So who's here tonight? Was Joseph here earlier? I don't know. Because I can't see all the chat all the time. Wait, is Jenbo here? Hi, Julie. Okay. All right. No, the questions aren't over. They're not over. If you have a question, you can definitely go ahead and submit it. All right. So we've got. All right. You know what? I meant to do this earlier. I was not, but I wasn't able to. Okay. So let me go ahead and find the moderators because I know you guys are here. Ken, and I don't know where Ruth is. I haven't seen Ruth forever. I hope she's okay. All right. So is Joseph B here? That's the Joseph. That's the question. The Joseph's question that I answered if he's here. Okay. Dawn, I haven't seen her. Lily. Sherry is here. Amanda is here. Where's Ava? Okay. Oops. Ava. Okay, so I've got all the moderators. So who else is here? Hold on. I jumped on late. Amanda and Ken, Sherry are the members I see. Okay, fantastic. And Ava. Yep. Okay. So if that's it, okay. What do we got? All right. So that's it. Moderator night. Moderator night. And you know what? You know what? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Moderator night. We've got Ava. Oh my God. Ava. Question number 2. What do you think? Oh my God. I'm laughing because I'm getting all kinds of downloads about you. Okay. Good ones, but I mean, I just have the images come in. All right. So let me know what your question is. Yeah, I think that the moderator, it's that star, and it changes, I think, by how many months you've been a member. And then I don't know if the color changes by what tier you're at or by how long you've been a member. I forget. All right, Ava. Okay, well, you're thinking about that, Ava. We'll wait. I don't see a question populated. I know it's kind of putting you on the spot, and I'm not the fast typist. I have to actually speak into my phone. So I'm going to go on to the next one while we're waiting for Ava's, unless it just shows up. All right, so the next one says, hello, Alison. My question for Spirit. Here we go. Okay. What does the universe want to tell me about my week? Okay, this is for Ava. All right, here we go. What does the universe want to tell Ava about her week? Here we go. Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, and we have the Death card. Okay. Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Death card. What a lineup. This is telling me that it's a great time for your week for you to get really enthusiastic about something, really something that's going to make you feel young at heart. Something where it's not just something that you love, but something that you can really sink your teeth into. Your imagination is there. I think it's almost like this feeling of the revitalization. This tells me that you find something that is really invigorating for your heart and for your mind. And it really has this not lineup, but it's new. This is a page, so it's a young energy. It's fresh. So I think it's a type of new beginning. And then we also have you drinking from your own cup. This is you knowing you're worthy and deserving of love. So you're doing something new, and it's something that nourishes you. This nourishes your soul. This is that mind, body, soul connection. And it's you drinking from your own cup. So this is you really maybe having a spa day. Maybe, if we look at the question you asked before, maybe this is you trying out a new service, with your gifts. There's something that you're tapped into that is feeding your soul. And I just keep getting that it is invigorating. There's something new coming your way. You need that stimulation. And I'm not talking about a person. I really think that this is more, I think it's beyond that, because it's not that you need another person to make you feel loved, to fill your own cup. You're filling your own cup. So this is something that is deeper than that. It's more of a spiritual connection to yourself, your soul, and what it is that you're meant to do and what it is that is going to feed your soul right now. That's what I feel is coming in for you. The Death card is here. This is that moment where you're releasing what no longer serves you. The Death card is you making that conscious effort to release what no longer serves you. This is that beautiful Scorpio energy, change and transformation. And I think this is you changing. It really ties into that other question too, because it's that whole energy that's around you right now. This is you leaving some things behind. You're going on to do these beautiful things in your life, and you're transforming yourself. This is the new you. And I think that it is very, the word just keeps coming out, invigorating. That tells me that it really gets the juices flowing, that intellectual stimulation, and your heart. Oh my God, how beautiful. That's what's coming in for you. And that's this week. You asked for this week. That again, so this for everybody, this year is going to be really fast. It is the fire horse. That's the year I was born. This is my year. I'm just going to say, it's coming in fast, and it's wild, and it likes freedom, and it doesn't tolerate any bullshit. So get ready. It's going to be fast. Everything is going to spark off fast. So really, when you decide you want to do something, don't wait. Just do it. Try it. Have the experience, because that's what it's all about. Time is really speeding up, and it's just the astrology is crazy. Just get out there and do it. And I'm always going to say this, don't forget to prep. Don't forget to prep and have extra things, because like I said, things are going to get weird all over the world. They already are. And you need to have this extra supplies on hand, whether it's a natural disaster, civil unrest, whatever is going to happen, things are going to get weird. All right, that's my 2 cents. I had to say that. Ava, beautiful answer for that. Oh, you have so much coming in. It's great. That's it. And that's it. And it goes, and it's going to look better. You're going to feel better. You know what? It's one of those moments where you're going to get what you pay for too. If you found a better school, that money you're putting towards it, you actually feel like you're getting something back, right? People that if they're not getting anything out of it, it's like you really want a refund. But yeah, you have to do that. Good for you. I love that. All right. Next question. This is from John from Washington State. Let me just refresh really quick before I did get logged out. Let me refresh. I just took it away. All right. So again, final call for people watching. I know someone just asked if they could still submit a question. You can. All right. Let me just refresh. Okay. All right. So I've got one from, I don't see the name. Hold on. Oh, no. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So, Shelly, are you in the audience, Shelly? Okay. So, Shelly, I see. Okay. I see that you say I'm here, but I don't see that as Shelly. Did you email your question to me, or are you going to post it here? I got to ask. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hold off on that one because I need confirmation that you are who you say you are, because your name is different than what your handle is, and your picture is different too. There's no picture on this one. I want to make sure I'm answering the right question for the right person. Okay. So what you can do, you can always email me at info@ancientoakpsychicarts.com. That's from my website. And you can email me your question there, because I see your name and it's different than that what's posting. Just want to say that FYI. So while we're waiting for that, because I need to know you are who you say you are. Well, that's just it. Okay, that is you. All right, great. Do you want to go ahead then and tell me, you want to tell me your question? because you said that. Okay. I got to make sure. All right. So, Shelly, what would you like your question to be? Do I have to move away from my family? Okay, let's find out. All right. Do you have to move away from your family? All right. We have the Moon. We have the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Cups. This is a difficult position to be in. We've got the Moon, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So I want to show you the Moon. So the Moon, this is you. It's represented by the lobster, and this is your life path. So this is you navigating, coming out of this emotion, out of the subconscious mind, coming out of a lot of things, maybe even some struggles that were going on. This is that moment where you're really having to overcome a lot of fears on your life path. So do you need to leave your family? Well, this is really telling me that what you need to do is to stand your ground and to defend a position. So there's something that you need to do. So I don't know your situation, so I'm just going to throw this out as an example. When if you wanted to go to school and your family didn't want you to, they wanted you to do something else. Well, this is you standing your ground on what it is that you desire for your life path. Even if that means it's unfamiliar, it's uncomfortable, it's overcoming fears, fear of the unknown, maybe not just the unknown and the mysteries of the world, but maybe even their response and their acceptance or rejection of you. But what I'm getting is that it's important that you stand your ground right now, that you're fighting for something that means a lot to you and that you really believe in. So that right now, and I'm getting ready to do this other card, this is kind of telling me if you're not getting the support that you need for something that you need to do in your life, that's part of your life mission, that this is something that you might want to consider moving. The other thing here is with the Seven of Cups, this is telling me that if you don't have clarity, to wait for clarity. You do have a lot of choices. Moving is one of them, staying is another, or whatever the other choices might be. But this is you waiting for clarity. There might be some things that are clouded. Maybe some information hasn't surfaced yet. And when that information comes up, it will help you make a different decision than the one that you might do without being able to see it. When this card comes up and you're making an important decision, it's time to pause, because the universe will present you with good and bad opportunities, and you want to wait until you have that absolute clarity. Because when you look at all of these, really maybe one choice is a really good choice. If you don't see that yet, that's a time to pause. But this is telling me that you need to follow your path, is what I'm getting. And if they're blocking you, then you need to decide on what it is that you want to do. I can't tell you what to do, but I'm telling you what the energy of the cards are saying. And when I ask for the energy of the cards to come through, I always ask for your best and highest good to come through. That's how I operate as a tarot reader. But there's free will, and then there is divine timing in addition to what I pull. But this is the energy coming through right now. So that's what I'm seeing, is it comes down to what is it that you want to do? What is your life path? This is also telling me that it's you overcoming some fears, because this is you standing defiant. This is you really, fighting for what it is that you believe in, even if people around you are not supportive. Does that make sense? I'm going to see if she's left a response. So, Shelly, that's what I have for you. Does that make sense? All right, I'll come back and look for your answer. All right, so I'm going to go on to the next question while we're waiting for that. Let me see. And that is, hold on. Where is everything? All right, here we go. All right. So next question. This is from John, and he writes, hello, Alison. My question for Spirit. Okay, this is interesting. So I usually don't do politics on my channel, but occasionally they come up, and occasionally, of course, I'm going to make a comment. So it's, hello, Alison. My question for Spirit, do the white hats exist? And if so, who are they? Thank you, John from Washington State. So the white hats, when we're talking about the good guys and the bad guys fighting for the better of humanity, people like to use the term the white hats, like it's this secret group of people out there doing it. So let's go ahead and see, do the white hats exist? Two of Pentacles, I just got the chills, the Page of Rods, and the Page of Pentacles. So, Two of Pentacles, Page of Rods, which is Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So, do they exist? Yeah, they're out there. It's kind of a 50-50. White hats, dark hats, or black hats, or white hats and demons. I mean, whatever you want to see, right? White hats, reptilians, whatever it is. It's a mixture. I think it's, at this point, it's pretty balanced. So I'm getting that, yes, they exist, but I'm not getting an ace. So it's kind of a mixed bag. These people are not perfect, or it could even be aliens or ETs that are helping, and you hear a lot of people talk about that. But I'm just kind of getting that, you know what, they're there, mixed bag, but I'm not getting an ace. Then we have a Page, which is a young energy. That tells me that there's some people that are taking action, not a lot, just not a lot, not enough. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So I think that they exist, but I just don't think that there's a lot of them. I just don't think so. And I feel that I feel like they're taking small steps. I don't think that like there's anything big happening because they're pages. So to me, that's just taking a baby step forward. So I think that these white hats, I think a lot of people have bought into a type of propaganda that they want to believe that someone's going to come and save them. And I think it is misinformation that's being fed to people, because if you think somebody else is going to come save you, you're not likely to do much. And that keeps you pacified with hope and that hopium. And so I think that that is preventing people from speaking out and actually doing things because they think somebody else is doing it. I am not getting that there's like, you know, this big faction, like let's say half the military was the good guys, or the secret societies, or non-governmental agencies, these NGOs, are actually working on the side of humanity. They're just not. Those are not the white hats. So do they exist on a super tiny level? So let's see who they actually are. So I'm going to pull that. I'm going to make this into 2 questions because I think it's interesting. Because I'm not really getting that there's a lot of them. I'm just not. I know a lot of people are going to get angry about that, but that's not the energy that I feel coming through in the cards. So who are they, the white hats? We've got the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Moon. I think that, honestly, I feel that it is, I'm just going to show you the cards. 9 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Moon. So I'm getting, so I know this sounds really weird. I'm getting that it's some members of royalty that are the white hats. It's almost like it's a faction of the Illuminati or the so-called elite. And there's a group of them that really don't want to be part of this debacle, this New World Order. And I'm getting that they get a lot of satisfaction by not seeing the success of the dark hats, right? These are the white hats I'm pulling for. I do feel that it's royalty. And I feel that it, and it might very well be a queen, but I do feel that it has something to do with the royal lineage. Maybe not all of them are reptilian, or not all of them are out for the demise of humanity, like what they see coming, and they don't want that. And those are the white hats. But I don't feel like they're able to really, like, I'm getting the chills. I feel like in a way their hands are tied. They can only do so much. And that's where the baby steps were coming in. I do feel that they're navigating through, you know, this wild and domestic kind of energy to get to the moon. I do feel that it's a struggle for them. But I also feel that this is their calling and their path. I do feel that this is generational. So when we're talking about royalty, I feel that it's maybe several generations of people that are fighting for this in different areas. So that's what I feel is coming in. With this card, with this type of satisfaction, I do feel that it's like in a court. Like they are still holding court, like old school kind of court, like at a palace somewhere. It's very interesting energy. I do feel that this is something that goes way back. Interesting. So I think what we might be seeing is really that classic fight of good against evil. And I think, you know, I mean, that's more war. But I think that if we're looking at white hats, I think that these people are actually having a legitimate claim versus wanting to destroy the world. They're trying to not destroy it. But it's that whole thing. You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet kind of thing. And I think that's the position that it feels like they're in. Wow. See, not everybody is bad that's in those positions. They're just not. Interesting. Wow. John, thank you for your question. All right, everybody. That's what we have for that. Then we've got number 7. How are we doing on time? Okay. So this is going to be... Hi, Alison. Love your Virgo videos. I booked a reading with you. My dog died in a hit and run accident last week. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And that's so recent. Does he have a message for me? Thanks, Ophelia from Seattle, Washington. Okay, let's find out. All right, so... Oh, I'm so sorry about your dog. All right, so your dog died in a hit and run accident. Does he have a message? We have the Knight of Cups. We have Angel Temperance. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got Knight of Cups, Angel Temperance, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, he absolutely loves you. You were the light of his life, and that's his sole purpose in life, is to love you and was to love you. He definitely wants you to know that, that he is definitely in a better place, that he feels that he is definitely walking on his new path, but this is being in balance and harmony. So this tells me that on the other side, he is in a very, very beautiful place. That doesn't always happen. So that's a really beautiful thing that's come in for him. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is telling me that I think that he did a lot of I feel like he did like a lot of work. This sounds interesting because it's a dog. I feel like he did a lot of work on himself. I feel like this dog has a lot of intelligence. I don't know what kind of dog he is, but it's one of those moments where it's like a Belgian Malinois. It's one of those dogs that is so smart it can outthink a human kind of dog. And I feel like that's what your dog was along those lines. Your dog is highly, highly intelligent and was always looking to better himself as a dog. I mean, constantly pushing and pushing and pushing and wanting to be the best that he can be. But the best, everything comes down to him always constantly loving you. I think he really wanted to please you. I think he's highly intelligent, and his whole purpose in life was to be your best friend, be by your side all the time, and to just constantly want to strive to be the best that he could be, to please you all the time. And he just wants to say that he loves you. First card out. That dog absolutely loves you. You know, I always believe that they can still see us. They're just in a different dimension, and you still have that connection. When your heart breaks and when you have that internal conversation, or maybe external, you speak out loud, they hear you. So I think it's one of those moments where you can have that conversation with your dog. Maybe you look at a picture, maybe it's hugging a pillow, having that conversation, but they absolutely hear you. And this dog absolutely loved you. Oh, thank you for your question. I'm so sorry for your loss. All right. It is. Love is in the air. All right. So let me see. What time are we at? Okay. So no more questions. I just want to make sure we say that one more time out loud, because I have one that came in. So let me just see. Okay. So this is from, there we go, populated. Okay. Hi, Alison. Thank you for your Libra and Capricorn videos. What message does Spirit have for me today? Thanks, Melinda from Miami. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. All right. Here we go. All right, so this is for Melinda from Miami. What does Spirit have to tell you today? We have Queen of Pentacles, we have Page of Swords, and we have the Six of Swords. All right, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Six of Swords. So first card out, plan and prepare for the future. This is the message from Spirit. This is telling me that you're attracting a lot of abundance your way. I feel like there's a lot of beautiful things coming in for you, and I feel like it's mostly financial. So for whatever reason, the coin is just vibrating very high off this card. So I feel like a lot of good things, investments are going to pay off for you. This is going to be investments. I feel like it's mostly financial. So not necessarily investments in people and things like that, but really finances. So whatever you chose to invest in, stocks, gold, silver, or I should say precious metals, crypto, real estate, it's definitely going to pay off. Then we have the Page of Swords. This is that moment where I just feel like curiosity is really your friend. What's coming in for you is that your curiosity and you staying on top of whatever is happening around your future is really allowing you to have an expansive view. I think you're really able to see strategically right now, see several moves ahead because you're planning and preparing for your future, but you're going strong. You're not relaxing. It's like you're taking it to the next level. and you're really moving on. To me, I feel like what's coming in for you with the financial abundance that's coming in, I feel like you're able to go and retire if you so choose. This is telling me you're able to go ahead and leave everything behind with this financial windfall, and you're able to really go on to a calmer time in your life and really be able to enjoy it and not look back. That's what I think is coming in for you. So I don't know if you have a cryptocurrency, precious metals, whatever you invested in, it's getting ready to have a big payoff for you. And that's something that you did where you plan to prepare for your future. Oh my God, that's what the universe wants to tell you, Melinda. Wow. I love it. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I have one. Okay. One more. I have one more that came in, and then this is it. And then I'm going to do the collective reading. So this last question, this is, hello, Alison. Does my husband have a message for me? He died in 2025. Thanks, Lisa from Arizona. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. I'm actually going to use a different deck. Okay, so let's get this deck. All right. So does your husband have a message for you? All right, this is for Lisa. He died in 2025. Oh my God. Incoming messages, first card out. He absolutely has a message with the Four of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So 8 of Wands, 4 of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So first card out, this is 8 of Wands. This is important messages coming in. Owls only carry important messages, and it's a swift moving energy. This is one of the fastest cards in the tarot. He has something he's trying to tell you now. Whatever it is, it's pressing. I feel like he's trying to tell you to shift your energy. This is about a depression. This is about you being stuck in a funk. To me, this is you grieving. This is that energy where I think you're wondering, like, why did this happen to me? How come he left so early? Why did this happen kind of energy? And I think what he is trying to tell you to do is to shift it. To me, he's saying that you've got something bigger coming your way. Not that mourning him is not important, because it absolutely is. But from the other side, his message is telling you, look what's coming your way. He doesn't want you to miss it, because you're going to miss gifts and blessings from the universe when you're in this Four of Cups energy. You miss it. You look the other way. This is the opportunity he wants you to see. And that tells me that it could be, you know, if there is like some type of financial fallout, or, you know, a lot of times, and I get this with a lot of my clients, let's say a family member has passed away. Usually, let's say it's one of the parents or the last parent. And now let's say there's 4 or 5 kids that are left. Oh my God, here you went from having a nice family, and now they all hate each other and they don't talk. I cannot begin to tell you how many times I read for people that have that happening. And that's what this kind of feels like, is that, you know, there might be some type of fallout since he's passed away. Maybe it's if you have children, with the children, or with his siblings or other family members or business partners or something like that. And he says that because there might be overwhelming and you know, just an added burden on top of not only the loss of your husband, but now there's other things going on around you in regards to that, but that he doesn't want to see you miss an opportunity. Page of Pentacles. To me, there's something about, he doesn't want you to miss something financially. To me, he's seeing that this is an opportunity. So maybe this is something that has to do with a will or trust that was left behind, or that, you know, maybe if you are down and out, that, you know, he doesn't want you to see, like maybe someone is even coming to try and take something. In other words, you know, when if a nephew comes and said, oh, well, so-and-so said I could have this, and it's just a book. Well, it happens to be a book with, you know, I don't know, $10,000 in it, let's say. He knew about it, but you didn't. There's something like that. He kind of wants you to be a little more with it, so that you see something that's coming. Not only is it an opportunity, but it's also a little bit of a warning too. So this could be several things, not just the one example that I'm giving you. And I'm just trying to throw that out there so that it makes you think, because the energy that's coming through is meant to kind of show you what's around you right now. And again, it's going to be free will and divine timing, but the energy that's right there right now and the message that's coming through is he wants you to look at something right now, and it's important. And that's why he wants you to shift that energy and see an opportunity that's coming. And this could be something that's there for you, or something that's going to be coming and someone's going to take something from you. But it has to do with the Pentacles, so that's going to be your finances. I don't feel that it's everything else going along with it. I really feel like this is finances, and that could include your house. That could include a car, 401k, insurance money around this, anything else around that. I just feel he really wants you to have your eyes open on this one. So that's the message that's coming in. Very practical message. I just want to say this. The cup energy, he knows that you love him. He's trying to send you a protective message. I just want to let you know that. I don't want you to think he doesn't love you. He does, and that's why he's trying to send a protective message in for you. All right, Lisa, thank you for your question. Yeah, that's intense. Very intense. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the general reading for the collective. So that's for everybody watching live in the replay or whenever this video happens to find you. All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and continue using this deck. All right. So what does the universe want to tell everybody today? We have the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. Wow. Powerful, oh my God, powerful messages. Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. Amazing lineup. First card out, victory and success. This is victory and success for everyone. Trust your intuition and guidance on what direction you want to go in, who you want to go in with it, because it's working in tandem with the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, victory and success, victory and success. This is luck, right timing, being in the right place at the right time with the right people. It just falls into place. And their major arcanas. This tells me it's a big sweeping energy for everybody. While this is a weekly reading, it's more than that. This energy lasts for several weeks. Now, in the major arcana, when I'm doing a big energy, it's really months and years. But to me, this is so strong. It's lasting right now. If there's something you want to do in your life right now, the energy is right here, right now. Victory and success, do it. You want to ask somebody out, do it, right? You're looking for your soul tribe, get out there and find them. You're looking for a job, start putting out resumes, start networking, connecting, start putting yourself out there. This is, you want an investment, start doing it. If you need to start small, do it. Do your research, be smart about it. Whatever it is that you're looking for your victory and success in, now is the time. Seize the moment. This is a fast-moving energy. This is strength, your will, your determination to really make something happen. It's having a business plan and seeing it through. It's not just willy-nilly, hey, I'm going to do this, and you do it. This is you really having a lot of intelligence and intuition behind it, but luck and right timing. It's happening now. With the Ace of Swords, wow. All aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings. And this is the Ace of Truth, the Ace of Revelations, of communication. Now is the time to seize that moment. You have a lot of clarity that's coming in right now, a lot of epiphanies, revelations. That word keeps coming through, revelation, revelation, revelation. That's telling me you're having some big wake-up calls. And that's going to allow you to see what direction you want to go in and what part of the wheel you want to grab. Because this wheel can turn you in a lot of different directions, but this is luck and right timing. Seize that moment. And this is you seizing it with clarity. What is it that you want to do? I think that this is you also being on target. This is a powerful week. If there's something you want to do, this is the week to do it. You want to ask somebody out? Do it. If they say yes, fantastic. If they reject you, fantastic. Move on to the next person. That person is now off your list, right? You're making headway. You're one step closer to getting your end game, to getting to where it is you want to be. You're not wasting time. This is really an action reading for this week. Oh my God, I love it. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you for this week. Again, I will see you next week. And always remember, I pull for your best and highest good. And I believe in you, and I believe in the best in you. And I believe the world is a better place because you are in it. And this is saying it right here. The world is a better place because you're in it. Victory and success, luck and right timing, and have those revelations and make the best of your life. Wow, I love it. All right, everybody. That's what I have for you for today. Again, as always, if you could, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell if you want to see me go live again. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or messages from your loved ones or any of the other services, definitely go ahead and go to my website. Link is in the description below. It'll take you to ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can go ahead and book your services. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here tonight, and I will see you next time. Lots of love. Bye for now.